Okay, it's 9:30. I'll call the meeting to order. The first item is to approve the agenda.
Second.
Got a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Agenda is approved. Minutes of the November 1st, 2022 board meeting.
Move to approve. Second.
I have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or comments? If not, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. They are approved. Canvass of the 11/8/2022 general election.
Okay, the following are true and correct abstracts of the votes cast in this county at the general election that was held on November 8th, 2022. For United States Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican, received 6,601 votes. Michael Franken, Democrat, received 3,837 votes. Scattering received 10 votes for a total of 10,448 votes. For United States Representative District 3, Zach Nunn received 6,438 votes. Cindy Axney, Democrat, received 3,951 votes. Scattering received 9 votes for a total of 10,398 votes. For Governor and Lieutenant Governor, Kim Reynolds and Adam Gregg, Republicans, received 6,822 votes. Deidre DeGier and Eric Van Lanker, Democrats, received 3,397 votes. Rick Stewart and Marco Battaglia, Libertarians, received 285 votes. Scattering received 6 votes for a total of 10,510 votes. For Secretary of State, Paul D. Pate, Republican, received 6,856 votes. Joel Miller, Democrat, received 3,518 votes. Scattering received 6 votes for a total of 10,380 votes. Auditor of State, Todd Halber, Republican, received 6,002 votes. Rob Sand, Democrat, received 4,313 votes. Scattering received 5 votes for a total of 10,320 votes. Treasurer of State Robbie Smith, Republican, received 6,051 votes. Michael L. Fitzgerald, Democrat, received 4,260 votes. Scattering received 10 votes for a total of 10,321 votes. Secretary of Agriculture Mike Naig, Republican, received 6,872 votes. John Norwood, Democrat, received 3,409 votes. Scattering received 7 votes for a total of 10,288 votes. Attorney General Brenna Bird, Republican, received 6,025 votes. Tom Miller, Democrat, received 4,355 votes. Scattering received 4 votes for a total of 10,384 votes. State Senator District 13, Sherilyn Westrich, Republican, received 6,454 votes. Matt Greiner, Democrat, received 3,901 votes. Scattering received 6 votes for a total of 10,361 votes. State Representative District 25, Hans C. Wills, Republican, received 5,677 votes. Diana M. Swartz, Democrat, received 3,307 votes. Scattering received 15 votes for a total of 8,999 votes. State Representative District 26, Austin Harris, Republican, received 1,189 votes. Scattering received 10 votes for a total of 1,199 votes. Constitutional Amendment number 1. For the yes votes received 7,681 votes, and the no votes received 2,174 votes for a total of 9,855 votes. Supreme Court Justice Dana L. Oxley, yes votes received 5,322 votes, and no votes received 2,687 votes for a total of 8,009 votes. Supreme Court Justice Matthew McDermott. Yes votes received 5,223 votes. For the no votes, 2,628 votes, for a total of 7,851 votes. Court of Appeals Judge Gina Badding. Yes votes received 5,278 votes, and the no votes received 2,545 votes, for a total of 7,823 votes. Court of Appeals Judge Paul B. Allers. Yes votes received 5,187 votes, and the no votes received 2,482 votes, for a total of 7,669 votes. District 8A Judge Joel D. Yates. The yes votes received 5,744 votes, and the no votes received 2,260 votes, for a total of 8,004 votes. District 8A Associate Judge Kirk Arthur Daly. Yes votes received 6,059 votes, and the no votes received 2,179 votes, for a total of 8,238 votes. District 8A Associate Juvenile Judge William S. Owens. For the yes votes received 6,083 votes, and the no votes received 2,035 votes, for a total of 8,118 votes. For County Board of Supervisors, Darren Batterson, Republican, received 5,532 votes. Brian Ziegler, Republican, received 5,368 votes. Connie Hammersley Wilson, Democrat, received 3,259 votes. Jerry L. Parker, Democrat, received 3,991 votes. Scattering received 21 votes, for a total of 18,171 votes. We therefore declare Darren Batterson and Brian Ziegler to be duly elected for the office of County Board of Supervisors for the term of 4 years. For County Treasurer, Lori L. Fountain, Democrat, received 7,517 votes. Scattering received 258 votes, for a total of 7,775 votes. We therefore declare Lori L. Fountain to be duly elected for the office of County Treasurer for the term of 4 years. County Recorder, Lisa Kent, Democrat, received 7,435 votes. Scattering received 185 votes, for a total of 7,620 votes. We therefore declare Lisa Kent to be duly elected for the office of County Recorder for the term of 4 years. County Attorney, Ruben Neff, Republican, received 7,932 votes. Scattering received 197 votes, for a total of 8,129 votes. We therefore declare Ruben Neff to be duly elected for the office of County Attorney for the term of 4 years. Adams Township Trustee, Mike Orman, received 158 votes. Dwayne Proctor received 139 votes. Scattering received 3 votes, for a total of 300 votes. We therefore declare Mike Orman and Dwayne Proctor to be duly elected for the office of Adams Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Township Clerk Adams, Lori Orman received 177 votes. Scattering received 3 votes, for a total of 180 votes. We therefore declare Lori Orman to be duly elected for the office of Township Clerk Adams for the term of 4 years. Adams Township Trustee to fill vacancy, Eric Klein received 185 votes. Scattering received 0 votes, for a total of 185 votes. We therefore declare Eric Klein to be duly elected for the office of Township Trustee for Adams to fill the vacancy. Agency Township Trustee, Dan Thrasher, who was a write-in, received 2 votes. Steve O'Brien, who was a write-in, received 2 votes. Scattering received 22 votes, for a total of 26 votes. So we therefore declare Dan Thrasher and Steve O'Brien to be duly elected for the office of Agency Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Okay, so for Agency Township Clerk, nobody ran, and then the write-ins tied with 1. So we'll have to draw lots for that. If you were gonna read it out. Okay, so Cody Carter, is who was picked. So Cody received 1 vote, Scattering received 8 votes for a total of 9 votes. So we therefore declare Cody Carter to be duly elected for the office of Agency Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Same thing for Agency Township Trustee to fill vacancy. Nobody ran, so we had ties of 1 per person, so. So Andy Brainerd is who was picked. So Andy received one vote, Scattering received 9 votes for a total of 10 votes. We therefore declare Andy Brainerd duly elected for the office of Agency Township Trustee to fill the vacancy for the remainder of the term. Cass Township Trustee Glenn E. Harder received 53 votes. Randall Malloy received 44 votes and Scattering received 3 votes for a total of 100 votes. We therefore declare Glenn E. Harder and Randall Malloy to be duly elected for the office of Township Trustee in Cass for the term of 4 years. Cass Township Clerk Tim Richmond received 50 votes, Scattering received 0 votes for a total of 50 votes. We therefore declare Tim Richmond to be duly elected for the office of Cass Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Center Township Trustee David L. Yeager received 496 votes. Jerry Engel received 400 votes and Scattering received 7 votes for a total of 903 votes. We therefore declare David L. Yeager and Jerry Engel to be duly elected for the office of Center Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Center Township Clerk Carolyn Walker received 523 votes. Scattering received 1 vote for a total of 524 votes. We therefore declare Carolyn Walker to be duly elected for the office of Center Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Columbia Township Trustee Brad Lehman received 86 votes. Dwayne Akers received 76 votes. Scattering received 3 votes for a total of 165 votes. We therefore declare Brad Lehman and Dwayne Akers to be duly elected for the office of Columbia Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Columbia Township Clerk Megan Lehman received 85 votes. Scattering received 2 votes for a total of 87 votes. We therefore declare Megan Lehman to be duly elected for the office of Columbia Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Compentine Township Trustee James Sterling received 84 votes. William S. Wilkening received 72 votes. Scattering received 0 votes for a total of 156 votes. We therefore declare James Sterling and William S. Wilkening to be duly elected for the office of Compentine Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Compentine Township Clerk Joan Sterling received 87 votes. Scattering received 1 vote for a total of 88 votes. We therefore declare Joan Sterling to be duly elected for the office of Compentine Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Dahlonega Township Trustee Dan Quinn received 137 votes. John Simplot received 174 votes. Scattering received 5 votes for a total of 316 votes. We therefore declare Dan Quinn and John Simplot to be duly elected for the office of Dahlonega Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Dahlonega Township Clerk Nancy Manson received 189 votes. Scattering received 1 vote for a total of 190 votes. We therefore declare Nancy Manson to be duly elected for the office of Dahlonega Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Dahlonega Township Trustee to fill vacancy, Mark Wagner received 172 votes. Scattering received 5 votes for a total of 177 votes. We therefore declare Mark Wagner to be duly elected for the office of Dahlonega Township Trustee to fill vacancy. Green Township Trustee Sarah Ziegler, who's a write-in, received 11 votes. Joshua Lopshire, write-in candidate, received 8 votes. Scattering received 49 votes for a total of 68 votes. We therefore declare Sarah Ziegler and Joshua Lopshire duly elected for the office of Green Township trustee for the term of 4 years. Green Township Clerk, Derek Ziegler received 249 votes. Scadden received 9 votes for a total of 258 votes. We therefore declare Derek Ziegler to be duly elected for the office of Green Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Highland Township Trustee Rustin Zook received 118 votes. Anthony Bayless, write-in candidate, received 9 votes. Scattering received 5 votes for a total of 132 votes. We therefore declare Rustin Zook and Anthony Bayless duly elected for the office of Highland Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Highland Township Clerk Julie Bayless, write-in candidate, received 5 votes. Scattering received 7 votes for a total of 12 votes. We therefore declare Julie Bayless duly elected for the office of Highland Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Keokuk Township Trustee Ed McDowell, write-in candidate, received 6 votes. Mike Robertson, write-in candidate, received 3 votes. Scattering received 19 votes for a total of 28 votes. We therefore declare Ed McDowell and Mike Robertson duly elected for the office of Keokuk Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Tasha Robertson, write-in candidate, received 3 votes. Scattering received 10 votes for a total of 13 votes. We therefore declare Tasha Robertson duly elected for the office of Keokuk Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Pleasant Township Trustee Tyler Irwin received 108 votes. Galen Heisdorfer received 75 votes. Scattering received 6 votes for a total of 189 votes. We therefore declare Tyler Irwin and Galen Heisdorfer to be duly elected for the office of Pleasant Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Pleasant Township Clerk Mark York received 106 votes. Scattering received 0 votes for a total of 106 votes. We therefore declare Mark York to be duly elected for the office of Pleasant Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Polk Township Trustee Aaron Engel received 189 votes. Chuck Harris received 182 votes. Scattering received 8 votes for a total of 379 votes. We therefore declare Aaron Engel and Chuck Harris to be duly elected for the office of Polk Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Polk Township Clerk Laura C. received 205 votes. Scattering received 1 vote for a total of 206 votes. We therefore declare Laura C. to be duly elected for the office of Township Clerk in Polk for the term of 4 years. Polk Township Trustee to fill vacancy Larry Zimmerman received 210 votes. Scattering received 3 votes for a total of 213 votes. We therefore declare Larry Zimmerman to be duly elected for the office of Polk Township Trustee to fill vacancy. Richland Township Trustee Tom Doyle received 132 votes. Perry Middlesworth received 160 votes. Scattering received 6 votes for a total of 298 votes. We therefore declare Tom Doyle and Perry Middlesworth to be duly elected for the office of Richland Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Richland Township Clerk Charlene Doyle received 158 votes. Scattering received 3 votes for a total of 161 votes. We therefore declare Charlene Doyle to be duly elected for the office of Township Clerk in Richland for the term of 4 years. Washington Township Trustee Richard Warren, write-in candidate, received 2 votes. Douglas Manley, write-in candidate, received 2 votes. Scattering received 11 votes for a total of 15 votes. We therefore declare Richard Warren and Douglas Manley duly elected for the office of Washington Township Trustee for the term of 4 years. Washington Township Clerk Lori Ann Franklin received 123 votes. Scattering received 1 vote for a total of 124 votes. We therefore declare Lori Ann Franklin to be duly elected for the office of Washington Township Clerk for the term of 4 years. Soil and Water Conservation District Commissioner Connie Beinhardt received 6,048 votes. Keith W. Lewis received 6,284 votes. Scattering received 69 votes for a total of 12,401 votes. We therefore declare Connie Beinhardt and Keith W. Lewis to be duly elected for the office of Soil and Water Conservation District Commissioners for the term of 4 years. Ag Extension Council Member Melissa J. Reed Apple received 5,706 votes. Paul Cartwright received 5,643 votes. Clint Kendrick received 5,381 votes. Angela Mock received 5,126 votes. Scattern received 172 votes for a total of 22,028 votes. We therefore declare Melissa J. Reed Apple, Paul Cartwright, Clint Kendrick, and Angela Mock to be duly elected for the office of Agricultural Extension Council Member for the term of 4 years. And Agricultural Extension Council Member to fill vacancy, Lisa Reese, write-in candidate, received 30 votes. Scattering received 354 votes for a total of 384 votes. We therefore declare Lisa Reese duly elected to the office of Agricultural Extension Council Member to fill vacancy for the remainder of the term. The end.
We need to move to accept.
Yeah.
I'll move to accept the canvas as presented.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any questions or comments? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Set date for a public hearing on the Walk Bridge plan, specs, and estimate. That's to be on at 9:30 a.m. on November the 22nd at our regular board meeting.
Move to set the date for the public hearing.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Resolution number 57, 2022, approving an easement on private property for a burial site. Iowa law doesn't require that you be buried in a cemetery. You can be buried on private property, and we have had, prior to this, in my 24 years, 3 burials on farm property. To do that, they have to give us an easement, which will allow forever someone from the nearest road to make access to the burial site. And that's what this is. This young guy's wife passed away. Iowa law also said he did not want her to be embalmed. So to do that, the law requires that you be buried within 72 hours. We could not accomplish this easement work in 72 hours. So he paid for burying his wife at Shaw Cemetery. And then once we get this approved and we get it recorded, he will have her dug up and placed on their farm. You'll see there's a map there that shows where the burial site's going to be off of Miller Chapel Road. And when we approve this, he will then go to the recorder and have it recorded.
Second.
We got a motion and a second to approve the easement. Any questions or comments? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Tax suspension under Iowa Code Section 427.8.
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Tax suspension under Iowa Code Section 427.8.
Move to approve. Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor say aye. Opposed, say no. Resolution number 54, 2022, tax abatement for Iowa Myanmar Gospel Church. Now, this is kind of complicated. This church bought the property, I'll just give close figures, in February. So it was a church from February under their ownership from February till the end of June. And so the taxes that were assessed on them should be abated. Also, since they bought the property, they would have to pay the property taxes from the previous 7 months. But you can see the letter there from the attorney. It was actually a church that JBS had been involved in for their people from a foreign country would be able to have their religious ceremonies there. So there's no question it was used for a church the whole year. So they were asking that the taxes be abated because we know they owned it since February, so it was a church not to be taxed. The previous part we weren't aware of, so we erroneously taxed them. So what we're doing is they're not asking for any prior, just that 1 year that's owed be abated. Churches don't, they pay taxes, but they can't be assessed taxes. So the request here was that we abate those taxes that were assessed to the church.
Move the resolution.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. It's approved. Document locator licenses and maintenance renewal.
Move approved.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. Approved. Black Ice TIF viewer software renewal.
Move to approve. Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. NIC master agreement. This was longer than almost what you read, so I'm not going to read.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Some of these things you may wonder why we do, like a license for a printer or a copier. And we didn't always do that, but a few years ago, it was brought to our attention that, and all county supervisors' attention, that all agreements, no matter how big or small, have to be approved by the board of supervisors. So when you bring a department head brings one for their copy machine, we still have to approve it. We vote on that? Okay, the holiday calendar for 2023. There's only one complication here. The complication was that Christmas is on Monday. We give Christmas off and you get the day before Christmas off. So the day before Christmas is Sunday. According to our handbook, if a holiday is on Saturday, you get Friday off. If it's on Sunday, you get Monday off. Well, we're already getting Monday off. We're getting Monday off because of Christmas. So instead of pushing Christmas to Tuesday, which might be sacrilegious, I don't know, pushing it to Tuesday on this calendar, the auditor's office has recommended that we give Friday off instead of Monday for the day before Christmas. So that's the only questionable part of the calendar.
I move to approve the holidays.
We have a motion and a second. Any questions or comments? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. And we have another tax suspension under Iowa Code 427.8.
Move to approve.
And we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
For those that may not have been here before, when we do the tax suspension, it's all public record. You have a right to know the names of the individuals. The news media has worked well with us through the years, and that these people are asking because they're in some kind of financial problem. And we would just rather not publicize it. But if people want to know who it is public record. And if the media wanted to report it, they could, but they have been cordial to those people that need assistance, and they haven't reported it through the years. Personnel, request for payroll approval, new hire, and the deputy sheriff for the sheriff's office. I called you yesterday, Dawn. I noticed on the pay, did you see that?
Yes, sir. Yeah, after we met there a couple weeks ago, I thought maybe this would be cleared up by the time this meeting come around, and it isn't. But I will point out that this individual is already certified with 4 years of experience and lives in Chillicothe. He was been a deputy down in Athens County the last 4 years. So,
Well, what you and I talked about and we sent to the union,
yes, sir.
it was right now, a starting deputy gets 24.
Mhm.
And here, what we sent to the unions was permission to increase that to 26.16 if they've had 2 years' experience. The 27.93, we had talked about that, but you didn't think it should be because that's a guy starting day one here would be making the same as someone that's been there 15 years.
I remember as us starting a new person out at the $26 wage, and somebody with experience was starting out at $27.93 at the top wage. If that's done incorrectly on the document you're looking at, I don't know what you're looking at, I'm assuming it's what I sent you.
Yeah, what we sent to the union.
So it was, that's how I thought it was done, but you say it's not done that way?
No, what? And I don't care which it is, but you had said it wasn't a good idea to pay a guy just starting the same pay as a guy who'd been there 20 years.
Certified law enforcement hired for the classification deputy sheriff, so received 2 weeks of vacation is to start at the highest rate of pay that an employee would be paid in that job classification, which is the $27.93.
So it's okay to do the top pay for a new guy.
So I guess that's your guys' decision.
Well,
It's,
We
well, it's-
suggested at the time. So I don't
Yeah.
have any problem with that, but
okay.
according to this, I understood it was to be 26.16.
That was for a person who was a new hire that wasn't certified.
Okay,
So 27.93.
As I said, he's brings 4 years experience and saves the county money. We don't have to send him getting mad at me too. I just.
okay. Now, I've never received an answer back. Have you received one from the union that,
No, sir, I haven't.
okay,
Move to approve. Second.
all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say no. Any other business to come before the board? Yes,
Wampler County Conservation Board Director Rick Tabbs, I just want to make mention that Pioneer Ridge will be recognized November 28th through the 3rd as part of the 99 County Parks promotion to the out of park tourism. So it'll be promoted throughout the state. They went through all the counties and brought them up with one of the key parks each week as the counties developed a county conservation board. So we were second to last. So we're towards the end of the whole promotion program, but it's got a lot of people following it. But in celebration that week, I'll get with the auditor to see if we can just have something mentioned at the board meeting on that Tuesday to recognize that. And we are on Monday night, the 28th at 6 p.m. having Iowa DNR deer specialist Jason Elliott talk about whitetail deer management and the diseases that are affecting them today. Then I will be your whitetail deer antler scoring. After that night, we'll be having hunters stew. The November 30th on a Wednesday night will be a movie decoding the driftless. We'll have popcorn and refreshments with that, and that's an hour-long movie about the uniqueness of Northeast Iowa in what we call the driftless area, which the glaciers never touched. And on December 3rd, all day on Saturday, we'll have building better birders, and we'll have several specialists down there from different universities. They'll be talking to people about how to develop a better birder, and we'll have Dutch oven cooking. But I just wanted to point that out.
better burger, you mean hamburger?
Birder, as identifying birds, doing bird, ornithology and birds,
Oh.
birds, not burger, birds.
Okay, because I thought if you're gonna have burgers, we
Yeah, I
got
know.
one of the
We gotta
best
do
right
together.
here in Iowa.
Yeah, no, bird, better birder.
Bird,
Bird.
BIRD.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because Pioneer Ridge is a bird conservation area recognized by the state and nationally. So, and also we'll be putting in the near future a MOTAS system up there, working with the DNR and Fish and Wildlife, and that will be a satellite receiving station that when birds migrate through Iowa within 15 miles of our nature center, they'll record them on a database, and there's a website with all that, and they're using that a lot. Finding out, we'll be lucky, we're one of the 15 top spots in the state of Iowa that will get that system and be recognized because of what Walpole County provides. So a lot of good things going on. Wanted to
Do
let
you
know.
have any information on, do you know when we might hear back from that $1 million grant where we put up a $500,000?
We were 100 days in line, and they're down to about 45. They've been going through about 3 or 4 weeks, so it'll be a little while yet. Yeah, we've been in touch with them. Something along that line, their numbers kind of adjust once in a while, but something like that. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else to come before the board? I'd entertain a motion to adjourn.
So
All in favor, say aye. Opposed, say no. We are adjourned.